Welcome back. It is Tuesday, December 3rd in the NBA. My 6 best bets are on the way. We have a big slate of action tonight in the NBA, bunch of in-season tournament games, and I found a lot to like on the slate. Before we dive into the picks, I do need to first recap how we did the day before. A 2-1 day, we turned our 12-1 run into a 14-2 run. It's been a very good last 4 or 5 days in the NBA. If Jason Tatum's under, good thing he suited up because he did not play well. Rudy Gobert's over in points plus rebounds, and DeJounte Murray, our only loser, over 31.5 PRAs. I was kicking myself not just taking the rebounds and assists because he went out there and shot 2 for 15. Nice revenge game against Atlanta, buddy. But either way, I'm glad we avoided the ladder challenge because every single game last night was decided by 10 or more points, a bunch of blowouts. Good thing we avoided it. We'll talk about day 6 later on in this video, but I do want to talk about one last thing before we dive in. If you want to get day 6 of the ladder challenge early, plus all the plays early, plus all the write-ups and stuff like that, you can join the DubClub. Like I said, you get every pick early. In these videos, when we talk about the props, you get those probably at least an hour, maybe 2 hours sometimes ahead of the videos dropping. And of course, you get the ladder challenge probably 30 to 45 minutes ahead of everyone else. So I encourage you to join. I put a 7-day free trial at the top, link in the description. Don't go click it right now. Click it at the end of the video. Stay tuned for the picks. But I encourage you to join. You get to access to all the picks early, and you get to join our Discord community, sweat out with us. I encourage you to check it out. Again, top link in description for a 7-day free trial. It's free. If you don't like it, just cancel it. Simple as that. Let's dive into the picks today. This one, I almost made it bigger than 1 unit play, but there is a chance he finds himself into the ladder challenge tonight. And as you guys know, we play the ladder for 1 unit, and today we got about $320 on it. So a big chunk of change. Let's talk about Jalen Brunson, though. Over 23.5 points, minus 120 on BetMGM. Now, I would take Brunson at 24.5. If you want a safe parlay piece, I think he easily scores 18 tonight, maybe 20. This is a great matchup for him against the New York Knicks. Now, if you're looking for games that mean something tonight, because there's a bunch of games out there, sure, they're NBA tournament games. They don't mean anything to a bunch of these teams unless it's just for their regular season record. This is one of the games that does mean something, as the Knicks basically need to win this game to make the NBA in-season tournament knockout round. If they lose, they're more than likely eliminated. They will face the Magic. The Magic can afford to lose this game. They still probably want to win it, and they'll be trying hard. Now, Brunson is averaging 25 a game this season. He's over in only half of his games, 10 of 20. Now, I do want to note 2 of his misses. Well, 6 of his misses, he's ended with 2 exactly on 21, 22, and 23. So we're talking about 16 of his 20 games. He's at least had 21 points. So he's getting right there. Obviously not coming through. We don't get anything if he scores 22 or 23 points tonight, unless he's in the ladder challenge or something like that. But again, I like this matchup a lot more for him. Now, last game he didn't play well. I think he shot 4 for 11. It was the Mikal Bridges show. They smoked the Pelicans. I don't think this is a good matchup for Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and those guys. I anticipate this being a better matchup for Brunson. Why? Because Brunson scores 32% of his points per game in the pick and roll as the ball handler. That's where the Magic rank 24th defensively. His last 4 against them, 25, 20, 33, and 26 points. So the only game he went under, he actually shot 4 for 15. If he shoots 4 for 15, he still managed to get to 20 points. Again, this is a Magic team that is prone to giving up some free throws, which we know Brunson is good at doing. And also, this is a Magic team that stays tight on shooters, which is why I don't like the matchup for guys like OG Anunoby, maybe Josh Hart, but most specifically, Mikal Bridges. So again, you should see Brunson and Cat run a lot of pick and roll, and I think Brunson will get a lot of opportunities. I don't see them letting Cat beat them either. They'll live with Brunson making tough shots over their tough defensive guards, and I think we'll see Brunson knock those down. So I like his over in points tonight. Like I said, he should be locked into a lot of minutes, and there's a good chance he finds himself into the ladder. I don't love his odds for 15 points, but I'd be very surprised if he didn't score at least 18 tonight. So he might find his way in the ladder. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. My next play is going to be another guy we just backed. He could also find his way into the ladder. That's Cade Cunningham of the Detroit Pistons, over 37.5 PRAs, minus 115 on DraftKings. Now, I was going really hard on wanted to just take the points, which was 22.5. I ended up going with PRAs, and here's why. Cade, we've seen him get many triple-doubles this season, and I like this matchup for him rebounding-wise. Also don't mind it for assists against the Milwaukee Bucks. And like I said, we've seen Cade so far this season. He's been pretty dang good. Now, he's missed some games recently. I feel like they've just been picking and choosing the spots for him to play. I mean, this is a big game. If the Pistons win, they believe they advanced into the knockout round. So another big game for the Pistons against the Bucks. Cade should see his normal minutes, if not even more, given how big this game is for a Pistons team that's trying to grasp at straws. Are they going to be a playoff team? Probably not. But to go into the NBA in-season tournament, get your guys some exposure like that, I think that's a big time spot for these guys. So we should see Cade play the minutes. But Cade this season, I'm not going to read off every single stat. What's most important, he's averaging nearly 40 PRAs in about 36 minutes. He's over this line in 4 straight, 9 of his last 12, and 12 of 18 overall. So he's really been turning it on recently. And as I said, I expect him to get his full minutes. But again, this should be a great matchup. The Bucks, most points per game allowed, 5th most rebounds per game allowed, 2 point guards. In Cade's last 3 games versus Milwaukee, he has had 49, 32, and 53 PRAs. 49 and 53 are great. The 32, he only had 1 rebound, did score 25 points there. The 53 did happen this year. It was without Jaden Ivey. Cade shot 34 times in that game. So again, this is a good spot for him to get the volume. Think about the Bucks, how much drop coverage they play with Brook Lopez. Cade should be able to walk into some 3-pointers to get to the mid-range, and if they try to double him, he can kick it out to some other guys and have plenty of opportunities for those assists, which is why I like tacking on the PRAs in case the Bucks want to get cute and start double-teaming him. Sure, go for it. We have some assists in there too. So I really like his over 37.5 PRAs. My third play is going to be a guy that we need him to stuff the stat sheet. You could take a bunch of different guys for him. It is the Joker, Nikola Jokic, to get a triple-double. I put yes in there because some books have the yes or no. I like him to get a triple-double tonight. Now, if you need an individual line assist is likely the way to go because you're going to need the assists. He's not getting 10 plus steals or blocks. If he does, I'll record tomorrow butt naked. I won't wear anything in tomorrow's video. That's not happening. He's not getting 10 steals or 10 blocks. So we're going to need 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. Now, plus 135, I'll play this for a unit. I personally think this should be closer to plus 100 or plus 110. That's probably where I'd play it to. If it gets any worse than that, don't even bother. Jokic has a triple-double in 8 of 15 games, so 53%. So if you took this every single game at plus 135, you're technically up money. Now, it hasn't been plus 135 every game. Sometimes it's better. Sometimes it's even in the minuses, like minus 150. I've seen it at that value. But I love this matchup for him. Now, in order to get a triple-double, as I said, he's going to need 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. The two that should be easy are the 10 points and 10 rebounds. He has 10 points in 69 straight games. Nice. He also has 10 rebounds in 13 of his last 16, and the Warriors allow the most rebounds per game to centers. I would be very mad if we lost this on points or rebounds, but I like the matchup for obviously the points. That should be free. The rebounds, I like it there too. I mean, he's been pretty good rebounder. Aaron Gordon is back, so that does help their defense a little bit here, and maybe leads to some more misses, especially in the paint, and Jokic can grab some more boards. He's been averaging so many potential rebounds. I think he can get those. I think this comes down to the assists, and that's what I hope it comes down to. If he doesn't get the assists, fine. I'll live with it, because I was just going to take his over in assists. But Jokic this season averaging over 11 assists at home. He averaged 9.5 assists per game at home last season, and the Warriors' third most assists per game to centers. Now, obviously, they're not going to face a ton of centers out there like Nikola Jokic. But again, Jokic, if you want to back him for assists, it's typically at home. Last year, like I said, 9.5 at home. I think he only averaged about 8 on the road. Same kind of thing this year, averaging more on the road, but 11 at home is pretty good. When we look at his performance and track record against the Warriors, his last 8 regular season games, I'm not counting playoffs, last 8 regular season against the Warriors, he's averaging a triple-double. He's had a triple-double in 4 of those 8 games, and he's missed the triple-double by 1 assist, 1 rebound, and 2 assists. So we're talking a guy getting within 1 or potentially 2 of getting the triple-double in 7 of 8 games against the Warriors. He's right there. I mean, all we need is just 1 more assist or 1 more rebound. I'll take my chances there. I like this matchup where the Warriors could throw some double teams at him. Draymond Green is unlikely to play, and I think that hurts actually the rim protection of the Warriors in the paint defense. I wouldn't be shocked if they're throwing some double teams at him, making the Nuggets spot-up shooters, which have been historically not great this season, knock down shots. And if they're having the knockdown shots and we're getting the chances there, I'll take my chances at home with those guys making those shots. So again, I really like this spot here. You should see them double him off Russell Westbrook. And hopefully Russ can make those shots for us. But again, Russell, that will be with the bench unit. I think he gets a triple-double tonight. So give me a plus 135. I just think that's too high of a value. Now, my fourth play before we give it to Logan will be another over. I don't have a lot of unders I liked. I had a couple, but not anything I loved. It's Jared Allen. I like his over 13.5 points, minus 110 on DraftKings. Now, unfortunately, I was placing this at 12.5. I was going to take it there, and they bumped it to 13.5. I personally don't like it at 14.5. 13.5 is kind of my cutoff. It's kind of annoying that they bumped it. I'll talk about why in a second. But I like Jared Allen a lot in this game against the Wizards. There is a chance it's a blowout, but Allen does play a lot in the third quarter, so you should see him hopefully get it done in the third. Heck, do it in the first half for all I care. Now, Allen is over this line in 13 of 21 games this season. He is under, though, in 2 straight versus the Hawks and the Celtics, 6 and 8 points. Now, Celtics hadn't been a great defense in the paint, but with Kristaps back, they're better than that. And so I'm not surprised that he went under those two teams, as they're pretty good pick and roll teams. However, today he gets a bet about the best matchup he possibly can against the Wizards. The Wizards ranked 29th, second to last against the pick and roll, the guy that's rolling to the hoop, 29th on free throws, and 27th on putback opportunities. That's 3 of the top 4 ways that Allen scores baskets. So it's not like he's going out there, hey, Garland, Mitchell, clear the hell out. He's just like, ooh, fade away. No, Jaren Allen's probably not doing that. As I've said that before, if he comes out fade away, 3-pointers and mid ranges, I would like to ask for a drug test on him. But again, that's not how he scores. He's cutting to the basket and he's getting dishes from Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, and those guys. And we saw earlier this season, he dominated this Washington Wizards team. He scored 23 on them in only 25 minutes. It was a blowout. He's over this line in 11 of his last 15 versus the Wizards. All 4 unders, he ended with 12 twice, 13 twice. So again, 12 points in 15 straight against the Wizards. I got to take my chances there. The Wizards are allowing the most points per game to centers. I mean, what do you want from me? It's my hands are tied. I got to take it. So again, I really like this matchup. I wish I could have gotten the 12.5 line, which is where it opened. I'll take 13.5. I think he can come through for us. I think he could score easily 20 points tonight. Not sure I'll put him in the ladder, but I wish I could get him for like 8 points. I feel like that's pretty sure. And 10, I'm like, I don't know about that. But I really do think he has a pretty good game against Jonas Valanciunas of the Wizards, who's now in their starting lineup, which I think kind of hurts their defense. And then finally, I will throw it to Logan, and then I'll talk about the ladder challenge after him. He has a game pick for you guys, and I have full sign of approval on this game pick. I love it. Logan, I'm throwing it to you. What's your favorite pick of the day?
So for my favorite pick today, I'm actually going to a total, and I'm taking the Trailblazers and Clippers under 218.5, minus 110 odds on FanDuel. Currently your best value there. Now, I would play this one down to maybe 216.5, maybe give it a point or two of a buffer zone there in case the line does tick down as the day goes on. But these two teams already played October 30th. Portland won 106-105. We saw that game very comfortably go under this line. This is a matchup of 2 bottom-tier offenses. Clippers, 23rd in points per game. Blazers, 28th in points per game. So 2 back-of-the-pack offenses. That's where I'm sort of comfortable taking an under territory. And actually, if you look at these two teams, they're both coming off really hot games. The Blazers are coming off a game where they shot 58% from the field and the three-point line. The Clippers, on the other hand, shot 46 from 3 in their last game. Both those are well above their season averages and do some regression. Neither team really shoots a lot of threes as far as season average goes. The Clippers are just 21st in three-point field goals. Blazers are 27th. So again, neither of these teams really light it up from the three. And again, the NBA is a whole game of regression. I mean, you have games where you shoot the lights out, and you have games where you can't make a single shot. And I think we're trending more towards the negative regression, if you will. Clippers likely dictate the pace as well as big favorites because they play slow. 22nd in pace. The Clippers are favored pretty sizably for a reason, and I think they're gonna get into a lot of half-court sets and a chance for their defense to really shine because the Clippers are number 6 in defensive rating as well. It's really going to be hard for a Portland team like this to really score on LA time in and time out. That's why I really do like the under. There's a lot of signs pointing me towards this under. I think it's great on paper. Hopefully both these defenses show up, and hopefully the shooting is not there. Love that as my best spread/total pick of the day. But Austin, throwing it back to you.
Again, I think going forward, I'm going to make sure I agree with every single one of Logan's picks. I don't want to have Logan give out picks that I might not take myself. That is one I absolutely love, and I'll be putting some money on that, a half unit. I love the under in that game. You guys know I like fading teams coming off games where they just couldn't miss. And both those offenses are basically doing just that. So I like that pick a lot. I take it down to 216.5. I really think that is a winner. Just a half unit because game picks are a little bit tough, but I do like that one a lot. And then the 6th and final play of the day will be day 6 of the ladder challenge. A reminder, if you want to get it early, join the DubClub 7-day free trial at that top link down there. Again, this should not be live until probably 2 to 4 p.m. I'm going to wait for those alternate lines to come out. I want to be selective with what we're doing, but it definitely will be today. And I'll play one unit on it as well as $320 as I usually do it. Well, not 320 usually, normally it's $10, but now that's up to 320. Hopefully we can climb tonight. We move to day 7 tomorrow, where we think we should have another decent slate of action, given it's a Wednesday, and hopefully we can get it done. So those are my favorite picks. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys live later on for day 6 of the ladder challenge when it is live. I'll link it somewhere on the screen, the little YouTube short. Obviously, you'll find it in the DubClub if you want to join. 7-day free trial, top link in description. And you'll obviously find it on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, whatever, you name it. You'll find it there, and it will be on the screen once it is live. Good luck. Let's climb, and I'll see you guys back again tomorrow, hopefully with the brooms out. See you then. Peace.